Alrighty, hello there YouTube. Welcome back to Leveling with Bruised, and today, which is probably going to be my last character for Project Diablo 2, is we have ourselves a Dark Pact Curse-ridden Necromancer here, which has been a lot of fun to level. And before I really get the stream started and all that kind of good stuff and start really recording, just want to do a quick catch-up on the character itself, what's kind of been going on with it, and then also just as a quick TLDR as well. I have decided for Diablo 2 videos to not record the normal and nightmare playthroughs because I figure they're kind of boring. You get through it really quickly, and progression is pretty minimal as well. You're kind of just dumping levels and figuring out how stuff works. So with that, we'll kind of talk about it. So today we're going to be doing the Hell playthrough all the way through, hopefully anyway. And hopefully everything will go smoothly. But the way that this build overall has worked has been, once we got to level 24, we took Blood Warp, of course. So it was level 22 here, 23 here, 24 here. And that was realistically as far as that goes. But the early game, really early game, was basically 1 point into Amplify, and then dump everything into Curse Mastery until Dark Pact was available. And even then, I think I took 1 point in Dark Pact, dumped 10 points into Curse Mastery, so that then we could be casting 2 curses on enemies to make sure that they are cursed as much as possible. I think I took a point into Iron Maiden after that, and then dumped the rest of my levels into Dark Pact till it hit 20. Went to Curse Mastery, dumped points that until it hit 20. Now we can have 3 curses, and then I put 1 point into all of the other curses that are available to us, and then I'm working on getting Iron Maiden to level 20 as well. After Iron Maiden, I'm not sure. Maybe it'll be Amplify damage, maybe it'll be Decrepify. It'll probably be Decrepify actually, and that will be kind of our rotation there. The way that the build plays is very simple. You just go over and you cast curses on an enemy. You can have up to 3, and then you Dark Pact them. That's it. That's your whole build. I'll kind of talk more about the mechanics as we go into it, but I just wanted to give a very quick introduction, very quick kind of introduction to the character, how things went early on, and yeah, it's been a very smooth playstyle. I'll kind of talk more about it, like I said, in the actual oh gosh, live stream. Anyway, so I hope you enjoy. I will have this, we'll get started in just a second here. So YouTube, I will see you in just a minute, and yeah, get back and relax. Okay, with that, we move on. So we're starting Hell, very fresh. The only thing I've done in Hell so far has been, per usual, I went and got the Cold Plains waypoint. Just killed a few things around just to make sure that we're still good from a damage perspective, and we sure are. We sure can still cruise, which is great. Bam. It'd be very, very nice. So, kind of a couple. Oh, let me pull that up. Okay. Kind of a couple important notes about this build, about this character, is the way that it works is that you apply curses to enemies, and now Dark Pact says that it consumes curses. Dark Pact says it consumes curses, but it doesn't consume every curse. The way that Dark Pact works... Let's turn on the sound a little bit. Okay. I didn't realize how loud that is. But yeah, the way that it works, right, is any extra curses you have. So we have 2. It ate 1, but it kept the original curse that we still have on it. So you can still spam Dark Pact on an enemy as long as they have 1 curse on them. The other thing is that it deals 0 damage if they do not have a curse attached to them. They have to have some kind of curse on them to take damage. And then they also take more damage per curse on them that is there. So it chunks a lot harder if you have 3 curses on an enemy, of course. And then, and yeah, that's kind of just the whole... That's kind of the whole gist of it, is we're just running around and cursing and eating stuff, and that's our whole shtick. The other thing is we're using a light mercenary from Act 4. They get the Sanctuary Aura to break magic immunities, or at least I hope they can. But I don't know what level is required to break magic immunities, and I would actually prefer to have a dark. I would much prefer to have a dark Mercenary from Act 4. Because they will cast Amplified Damage, and Amplified Damage and, like, Decrepify and stuff will apply to them a lot more than it will apply to this guy. So, like, they can help with, like, getting multiple curses on an enemy, and they'll help in the sense that they deal more damage while, you know, Decrepify or Amp damage is on stuff rather than this guy. So I would like to do that, and I have a Heavenly Garb. I have a Heavenly Garb, which gives whoever's wearing it. I think the one I have is level 5. It should be level 5 Sanctuary Aura, and I'm curious if that will be enough to break magic immunities. Because if it is, then I'm swapping this guy out for a dark guy with Heavenly Garb. But I don't know. So we're gonna have to do a little bit of science experimentation there to find out.
Is that enough to earn the rogue's trust?
Sure is. Okay, and that's kind of our whole ball game. Is mostly around Mercenary. We'll have to figure out what stuff looks like for him. But for now, he's still fine. He doesn't do like any damage, but as long as it's here for the Sanctuary Aura, that's all I care about. I do eventually have to replace his gear as well. Like he's using an insight from forever ago, so it's no wonder his damage is really not there. He's just chilling. For my character wise, oh, it wasn't. Ow. Oh, there were 2 packs there. I see. My character-wise, I'm gonna turn it down again. I can't believe how loud this spell is. I didn't realize how loud it was gonna be versus my own voice. We have to turn it up again later. It's fine. I'm gonna try to keep an eye on it. And I'm also just purely keeping an eye on it on the side for my own, on my own mixer, so hopefully it's okay still? I don't know. But things on my side that need to be fixed is... if I can find something better than Spirit Shroud, I'm not sure what I want there yet. Like, Spirit Shroud's decent. It gives us 30 FCR, so that's nice. But it's not that special. I'd like to kind of remove that. But lore-wise, I have a hat at level 67, I think, that I get to put on. So 3 levels. So this will be replaced pretty soon. This needs to be replaced. It is decent in the sense that it's +1 levels and 18 FCR. But that needs to be at 2. The FCR is good, but it needs to be 2. And it can be... It doesn't need to be global levels as well. This could be just 2 levels to curses, and that could be it, and that would be fine. Spirit-wise, we're going to replace that later. I already have a unique in mind. I think it's Dark Blood something. Forgot the name of it. Regardless, we're going to be swapping to that. Shield-wise. Belt-wise, just something decent with resistances and 10 FCR. That's what we're going to look for. And then, boots, we'll just look for constant upgrades. Boots I have now are fine. They have move speed. They have resistances. That's really it. And that's fine for the time being. So, boot-wise, we're not too worried. And glove-wise, we have our best in slot already. In the sense of we have Triangles. So if we find another Triangles that we can corrupt, then sweet. But otherwise, no. Ring-wise as well, we could look for better rings, but 10 FCR. 10 FCR and then resist is all that we're looking for there, so. Heart of the Oak, also, this will probably be replaced at some point. It's one of the Necro, I think it's a Bone Wand base. It's a Spirit Ground, so I don't care. It's a Bone Wand base. Black Hand Key, I think is the name of it. I had one earlier. I corrupted it just to try to get something better out of it because its rolls were terrible. But Blackhand Key, I'm pretty sure it's the name of it, and it can roll +3 to curses and +2 to the Necro skill levels. So that's kind of going to be our goal. Our cast rate, we're at 149. So we have a little bit of wiggle room to remove some cast rate in places, or if we can place some somewhere or whatever. Like, yeah, if we can get a belt. If we can get a better belt that has cast rate, that will probably enable us to remove the chest piece. And then I could just make, like, the Necro chest piece. Can't remember, or the Necro, body armor, specific one that gives 2 levels. Is this? Dark Sight. Cloak of Shadows. Cannot be frozen. Oh. Hit blind target. Okay. So it's be a good, offensive-oriented helmet. Probably just good for a mercenary for the most part. Can't be frozen and blinding targets. Good for a couple guys. Oh, money. Can't run. I believe now with that level though that Iron Maiden is at max level, which is good. I'm actually curious, what is the... What's this? Nope. Let's go ethereal. What's the damage reflection like on that? What is the damage reflection on Iron Maiden? 1,145% return damage. That's pretty funny. So we're in Stony Field. We do need the waypoint here. I am also at hell difficulty now, so waypoints are even more valuable. But yeah, my only question mark on this build is going to be once we get to Act 2. Because there is the, the Unravel guys. Unravelers, I think is just their full name. Their government name. We have those guys, which could potentially be kind of problematic. Hopefully he can just break their resist and we're fine. I don't even have to actually think about it that hard. But we'll see. And then, some of the zombies, which those guys aren't as big of a deal in, Act 2, but they do exist. So, the other thing that's kind of annoying with this build is that if something cannot be... If there are a number of things that I've spotted that just straight can't be... Someone's gonna chug. But there's a couple of specific enemy types that just cannot be cursed at all. It's mostly like turrets, any kind of like turret enemy, the flame traps, whatever else, like all of those enemies can't be frozen, which is annoying. And the champion packs of monsters, like champion, fanatic, those guys, possessed apparently also cannot be cursed. So that does also tend to put a bit of a damper on the mood when you run into those. I did also learn, I don't know if it's all bosses or like it might just be all act bosses, but they can't be decrepified, which might just be in the game because of the whole cheese of, especially with Bale, of being able to decrepify him and then have a clay golem go in there, and then he's so slow that he literally can't do anything. So that's probably why they made that a thing. But it is a little bit sad. I guess unless you can, unless you're able to with more investment, but I have a sneaking suspicion you just straight up won't be able to. which is fine. Ultimately, it doesn't make that big of a difference. It's just kind of nice to have. It's obviously nice to have the comfort that is Decrepify, but you can't have it, you can't have it. But pack size wise and stuff, like build's actually great as far as clearing stuff goes, because you hit a lot of you hit a large ass area. Oh, what the hell is lit? You hit a really big area with all of your curses thanks to Curse Mastery. And then Dark Pact itself has a pretty big area it hits. And then just you get, whenever you just run into a big enough target that you want to like triple curse or whatever, then that deals some pretty damn good damage against enemies as well. I would be curious. I kind of want one of these. Ow. They do chunk themselves pretty good, apparently. She saw her smack herself for a pretty good chunk, but not enough to warrant just like a full-on stand there and let them hit me kind of deal. But I was curious enough. Just a bit more damage, I suppose. It is crazy seeing something like 1100% reflected damage and it does basically nothing to them. Yeah, like look at that. It still did like a little bit of damage, but comparatively, they did way more to me. So yeah, we have be level 65. Okay, cool. Yeah, we have quite a few upgrades still to make. Also, if I could find some more, I would like to find some more medium charms with plus magic damage on them. I have a couple that are decent, but I'd like to find some more. I would also really like to find another, at least one more plus level 2 curses. How many people I cursed? Oh. But I'd like to find another +1 to curses grand charm if I can. I have a couple. They unfortunately don't have a good secondary effect. I don't think, right? So what do I have? Extra gold, extra gold. This one is life, so this one's good. But these two are just extra gold. Those are the only 3 I have. I'd like to get another one. Okay. So yeah, so now we kind of just have to decide what other curse we're going to do. So like I said, Decrepify doesn't work on bosses. Or at least doesn't work on act bosses. So then that makes me wonder if it's going to work in maps. Against map bosses. I genuinely don't. I would imagine it does. But I just don't know if it's going to be super worth me just investing all my points into Decrepify. Or if I should instead just go into like Weaken. Just so that hopefully whenever I do get hit, it's not nearly as hard by enemies. If that's going to be a thing. Lower resist, it's also kind of a bummer. I'm pretty sure this doesn't do... The wording on it is very poor, but anytime I've looked it up, people have said it's only elemental resistances. Which is kind of a bummer. It does also say minus resist all, so it is a bummer that this is only apparently ele resist. But I guess I can test as well. Whenever I find a magic immune monster, I can just try to lower resist it. I imagine that's true. This is really the determining factor here. Weaken or Decrepify? We're gonna go Decrepify, and it's simply because I think for clearing large packs of monsters, we want them to be as slow as possible. I think it will make a bigger difference versus large targets, and then against boss targets. Assuming in maps, you know, or for whatever else, we can we can swap to just swap to like amplified damage against them and just say it's not that big of a deal. What the hell's the tree? A weird ass layout. Oh, is it down there? Whoopsies. Nice chest. Yep, there they go. Just that easy, baby. It's just that easy.
With inner spirits.
Okay, I do still want the waypoint. Any waypoints around here? There it is. Damn it, I was right next to it too. That's annoying. Oh well. Hi, Kara. I'm gonna go touch some stones. Turn something on for DPS to show. No, I mean, the only thing... let me look. I mean, if yours stays at 0 all the time, that seems weird to me, because I have... Where is it? The only thing I have is... Where is it? General... Yeah, I just have... It's under... Just PD2 General, and then DPS counter. That's it. That's all that I have turned on. I haven't done anything, specifically with it. That's all that I got. So, yeah, I don't know. I haven't seen that happen with any build too. That might be a Google foo kind of thing. See if anybody else has seen that, but I haven't even heard of anybody else having that kind of thing. Having that kind of dealio. Up. I would say maybe it depends on your build, but I think even then I've had it show up for just about anything. I guess unless you're doing like purely dot build, but it should still show whatever your hit damage would be regardless. Oh god, Griswold, you're so fast. He was here with the quickness, punching the shit out of Moradin. Griswold got hands, he punched my man to death, no! Oh, sorry, Moradin. Damn it. I hate this stupid gold explosions when I'm just trying to grab Wirt's leg. Alrighty. Hi, Deckard. Regrettably. I suck. Oh.
Well,
Kasha, give me more damage. Thanks.
hello.
Alright, what ring do we get? Nova, attack rating, dexterity, all res. Maybe a pretty good ring, but had cast on it. It's not bad. I'm just gonna sell it. Not gonna think about it, just gonna sell it. Just gonna sell it. The leg. What's this? Oh yeah, it's P&B. Let's keep that on me, because I am pretty soon gonna be able to use it. Wink. Okay. Oh. And money though, sure. Oh, no, I do need to go here. Oh, we're back on the right track. Ding. I don't think I'll bother killing the Countess either, because she is just so not worthwhile. So I think she can live. She can live her best queen life. Bam! God, I love just multi-cursing a big group of enemies and watching them all just explode at the same time. Satisfying every time. Oh yeah, unfortunately, speaking of things that can't be cursed, Bloodhawk Nets can't be cursed, so I can't deal damage to them. It's literally up to this idiot to hit him, but he's not very good at that, we'll just say. And he also doesn't hit very hard, so... Is what it is. He'll just... The nest will continue to live. Although, I guess I could... Well, I was gonna say, I could get the waypoint in case there's a... error zone here to come back and look at, but... And if there's a terror zone here... Well, specifically a terror zone in the Countess's area, then I'll just come back then, but... I'm not gonna be super worried about it for the time being. Bucket we ball. Already forgot. My 60... Okay, I'm 65. I was like, am I 65 or 66?
This place has the
Old brain can't retain... Ugh! Retain information for that long. The outer cloister. Got out to my main Pokemon cloister. Okay, I don't know the last time I actually used a cloister. Okay, with the idea of a cloister. Just haven't really used one. And... Stop, idiots. Ow. Ow. They were like... These little fallen idiots are super desynced, so they're just punching me in the face even though they're around the corner. Bastards. Alright, I am still, as always, worried about archers. Archers are scary. Mages, well... Yeah. Slow down. Slow down over there. Mages are kind of trouble. Oh, the smith's right here, huh? I love this layout. Oh! He's so fast! Okay, he's getting absolutely shreked, though. Yeah, okay. Okay. Damage was good enough, though. He's just so fast. There should be champions in here. No possessed? Yay, no possessed enemies. Ah, archers. They consistently scare me, but I feel like I'm relatively... Oh, there we go. I wonder if she was just... I think that was a weird hitbox thing. She just had not taken any damage yet. A World Stone Shard. I'm rich. Yeah, I can't remember the name of the offhand I want to use. I think it is... Oh, I'm slow. No, you're dead. I think it is Darkspawn Skull or something. Something like that. The jail. Blah, 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 blah. I was thinking about it. It's impressive. The entire time I've played Project D2 this season, I have only seen one unique Necromancer offhand. Oh yeah, these gargoyle traps, can't curse those, so they also get to live. But I've only seen one unique offhand. Now I've seen that same unique offhand a lot. Like I've seen it like 6 or 7 times. But I've seen only one offhand total. Oh, that guy's possessed. Okay, well. Which is, whatever the... It starts with a K. Whatever the offhand is that gives your Necromancer Vigor Aura, a low-level Vigor Aura. That's the only one I've used. I used it for a little while I was leveling. It's very nice to just have some extra speed while you're leveling, for sure. But, yeah, that's realistically been it. So that's honestly why I'm even bothering to use a Spirit offhand. That, and I have like 1 million, by 1 million I mean I think I have 4 or 5 Monarchs just sitting in my, that were just rotting in my stash. And I was like, I should just these already. Just use them and be done with them. Small charm. Anything cool? Of course not. There we go. Boop. Yep, we're just gonna do Decrepify. I am gonna put more into strength. I'm gonna put the next 2 levels, I think, into strength. Simply because there is the next 2 levels can go into strength because there is a base that I have that I think needs 158 strength. So I don't really know if I'm going to use. I don't really necessarily know that I'm going to use it at all, but I figure just having enough strength for that kind of a base, or just in case I do decide to use it, will be nice to just have. Love your aura. Another one around here giving an aura. To you. No, they're toast. Oh, right. I was like, oh, that did break resist, but that was just physical resistance. Which, yes, I should indeed be breaking physical resist with my Decrepify. Since I have 20 levels into Curse Mastery, it gives quite a lot of Fizz resist, or Fizz damage reduction even as is. Run. An amulet. It's Aerothas. Crazy. That's mostly what I've seen. I've not seen. I wonder, is Talrasha still the only good amulet, or does that Bolcathos set have a good amulet as well? I don't know, but at the very least, I have not seen Talrasha or anything like that. I haven't seen anything. I think I've seen everything but Talrasha. Again, unless there is another one for the PK set. Burger King set. Lel. Alright, Bone Ass, where are you? There he goes. That guy goes too. Long battle bow, that does not matter. Good old Vidalas.
A demonic presence here.
Do you? I'm glad you do. Sense these nuts. Oh. It's a photo. Below us are perfect. Well, actually, I say as I say that. Finish that off. Finish that off first. What are people messing? My neck. I need to shave now that I'm right as I've done that. Ow. It's gotten to that exact point. It's gotten to the exact point that annoys me when it just starts to get itchy. That becomes my time for shaving. Ow. 11 alive? Holy. think there's anybody fully... There shouldn't be anybody fully... Oh. Magic immune here. Are you possessed? That guy's possessed. Never mind, I found a guy who's immune to me. Run! Run for your life. Level 2. Alright, and absolutely do want level 2. Also reminds me, I need to take it from... I can't remember who has it. Maybe my assassin? My assassin or my Amazon have it. But I need to take Naj's puzzler back, too. But I think you can't use that till, like, level 77 or something. So, it'll be a bit later, but I need to take that thing back so that I can have a source of blink later on. Just generically blink around a little bit. Oh, there's waypoint. Yippee! Dun, dun. Okay. I think the boss guy's still alive in there, right? Yep. Oh, it was just a champ. Okay. Okay, I was gonna say, is there a shaman still in here? I feel like people are still pouring out of this room. Sir, stream's off limits. Just get out of here. 30-second paladin. Passive magic skills. Bummer. Bummer. That character anymore. Well, I shouldn't say that. I just haven't I haven't really felt like it, though. That character, my decoy Amazon did do really well. I went out of my way and got another attempt at the Ancients fight for that character because I really wanted to test it, and was pretty easily actually able to clear the version of Triple Ancients. Was able to clear all 3 of those pretty easily with my with that character, which was very nice actually. First time actually clearing some real content in this month. I still haven't tried the declone or Lucian or Rathma or anything like that, so still a lot of stuff I don't, but you know, baby steps. Also I'm also usually not too worried about that, especially in this mod of all things. This mod I'm just here just to fuck around, have a good time, make a build or two that maybe does some cool shit, and then move on. Path of Exile is where I really try to push a character to the limits. What is this? Corpseborn? Corpseborn. Alright, I think I think the tooltip on that is a little bit broken. I imagine that's supposed to be 3 to 4. Either 3 or 4 corpse explosion, and not 30 to 40 on corpse explosion. Animated is return. Okay. Huh? Interesting little dealy bob there. Tools here are not. There we go. Boy, a Turrune. Boo, boo, boo. Ow, fuck me. And I think I got rage baited on one of my videos earlier today. It kind of made me chuckle a little bit, actually. It was I made a video about Mjolnir in Path of Exile 1 versus Path of Exile 2, and that they work very differently. Like in Path 2, it doesn't work. Mjolnir basically in Path of Exile 1, Mjolnir triggers a spell that is in that weapon every time you hit with that weapon. But that's not the case in Path of Exile 2. In Path of Exile 2, it works like a meta skill. So it generates energy until you build up to 100 energy, and then it casts the spell. And so I made this video kind of going over that being the case, and kind of talking about, you know, what I tried and everything. But it has to be a melee hit as well. The spell is even called, like, lightning spell on melee hit or something. And so some dude commented, he was like, I think you just didn't test it hard enough, and you really should have tried, like, I think he said Molten Blast, and he called it Molten Strike, but he meant Molten Blast. And he said, like, a couple other things. He's like, I know it's kind of a mid weapon, but I think you just didn't try hard enough to test its full potential. I was like, is this guy rage baiting me? So I, like, logged in really quick and tested some stuff, and I was like, no, it certainly can't be used by Molten Blast. You don't generate energy or anything. So I was like, I think this guy's rage baiting me. He either doesn't know himself or is rage baiting me. And either way, it's extremely funny. So I did respond. I was just like, well, I just checked, and yeah, I confirm it doesn't work. So, you know, more power to you, I guess. No, she can be affected by the Crapify. Okay. So it's just, I wonder if it's just the Primevals? Not sure. I have like a billion big potions on. Yeah, she took some hefty chunks of damage there every time we were full stacking. Nice. Nah, do that. Ow. Okay, stop kicking the shit out of me. On the portal. This is a great victory. Was anybody else? Oh, yeah, Charcy. Hey, Charcy. Have your hammer. I guess I'll go talk to Ara as well. Hey, what's up, dude?
Yes.
What's up, dude? Rite of Passage. I could try to, no. Could try to corrupt these, maybe? Nah. I did level up, too, so I can actually use that now. Sorry. Okay, I think this had more lightning res. Something, right? Yeah, 30%. This just gives 9 to all. And to strength as well. Okay. So yeah, not capped on lightning res anymore, but we still have like 66, so it's not that bad. NBD, brother. This one. Callan's Legacy. This is the only necromancer thing I've seen for the entire game. It's pretty crazy. It's pretty crazy. If that's the case. Oh yeah, what are these? They're gold and magic fine, but they don't have any move speed on them. That's a bummer. If these had move speed on them, I'd absolutely be wearing those. But alas, they do not. Okay, I can move. So actually, now that I think about it, it just says +3 to corpse explosion, so that's even funny. You could just be anything and just do a corpse explode build. Funny. Alrighty. Left that over there anyway. Oh wait. Arif, take me away. Hey, Jaren. Jarhin. Quick water break before we continue. Something like good old hydration. Oh, okay. Okie dokie. I don't think we have anything else. I don't think we have anything else. So but yeah, this is the item as well that I think once we get to Act 4, or depending on what happens in Act 2 here, we might go over to, we might try something. And by that I mean literally we might just go swap our Act 4 guy. But then we'd have to go back to Nightmare difficulty and to do that really quick. So I guess it is more annoying. I might just wait till we get to Act 4, but we'll see. We'll see. Is it up this way? Say no, go back this way? Do the juke? There it is. Level 2. Ooh. Well, surprised the dude lived, honestly. And slapped down by multiple duders. Especially that we're all all a unique pack. Do. Experience Shrine, how I love ye. Okay, these guys... Well, nah, I guess they don't. They aren't that big of a deal. Hey, there's level 3. I guess we'll just have to see if, we'll have to see how the rest of this act feels. I guess if I wind up needing to, like, double corrupt those things, I suppose it's really not that big of a deal. Because we have max cast frames right now. But also, I mean, just... Oh, 1, 2, 3, bang. Yeah, they still fall over dead at the 1, 2, 3. I guess it's a 4-step solution, but we're calling it a 1, 2, 3. As we get some more levels into Decrepify and shit, though, we'll also start hitting even harder. Our Dark Pact damage. 13 to 17. But the other it is cool as well to just be like, yes, it's 13 to 1700, but that's only if I decide to just single cast. That is if that's only one. That's only one thing. Only one curse. There we go. The rest of it, you know, it technically triples if we have all 3 curses per curse, so. I am also very glad that Dark Pact does not consume every curse that it has, that the enemies have, because it would make this skill so much more awkward to play with. Like, Path of Exile can get away with it because there are ways to continuously apply curses to enemies to remove. Whereas this, it's just... There was just too much. I would be curious... Okay, so, I mean, he's magic resistant, which makes sense, of course. If he's the exception, not the rule, it won't be too bad. Or at least I assume if the rest of the Unraveled like him are just magic resistant. Well, I mean, he's magic resistant on top of it. I don't think it'll be too bad. We'll see. We will see. What is this? One is shape-shifting. Nope. Yeah, all we're really going to be looking for is 2 to curses. If I can get a 2 to curses, if I get 2 to curses, especially with fast speed, we'll be so in there. So I can lose the as long as it's a 10 FCR, I can lose the extra 8 that it has right now and it's fine. Still be a 141. Do this now. It almost is. I mean, I don't know. I don't know how I'm almost curious. There's almost a part of me that's like, I almost don't like that the possessed ones can't be cursed. I feel like if anything, the possessed ones should be cursable because they're possessed. Odds are they were cursed to be possessed, right? But the ones that shouldn't be able to be would be like ghostly to me, maybe, or ghosts. I don't know. I don't know, man. I'm overthinking it. I'm overthinking my thonkles for the hell of it. What level are we? 68. One away from the funny number. Which we'll be closing in on Lost City relatively soon. We can start seeing how zombies are gonna feel. Those guys were actually, the zombies were surprisingly tanky even in Nightmare difficulty. I kind of wound up just skipping them. I think they naturally just have really high magic resist, so I was skipping them even in Nightmare mode. Which is, if I have to skip them in Hell as well, because they're just, even if we break their immunities, maybe if they're still too tanky, then we just say fuck it, we skip them anyway. That's fine. Not that big of a deal. The burst potential of this skill is really high. But I would be remiss if I didn't say that, like, probably other builds are slightly more consistent, or at the very least, there are stronger builds that you can do, or if not stronger, at least like similar power builds. I would probably say stronger though. Builds that you can do that are easier, especially from a necromancer standpoint. That's half ice. What's on? A Gertz. Little Gert. What do we call? I think this is my second Gertz. I actually didn't realize that it's apparently I guess a decent item, but I imagine there has to be like a corrupt or something that people want with it instead, right? Like, it seems decent, but at the same time, I feel like Spirit, for the most part, kind of plays a similar role. I guess it's just more defensive, right? Basically, more defensive Spirit. Ow. Yeah, little bastard bird. Pick the jug. Pop. To the far oasis. Oh, sweet. Butthole in the sand is right there. You love to see it. Amp. Needs to be dap, brother. Gotta dap me up. I don't necessarily... well... Yeah, I don't really know if there's a better rune word. Like, I guess there's what, white? White would be an okay rune word as well. But I don't know if I don't think. I mean, it's certainly not. I don't think it can be better than. It would have to. I guess the wand would have to very specifically hit. Oh right, that's the best. Never mind. Never mind. It'd very specifically have to hit like levels to Dark Pact and levels to. It would need to hit Dark Pact, Iron Maiden, and like Curse Mastery if it can. I guess for it to be worthwhile. Yeah. So what's my other Kirks? Saigon. Medusa's. I wonder, is this one worth more? Aegis. No, that's a Pavias. I know I've seen one of these. Is that it? Yeah, there it is. Also not a terrific roll. I guess it's just because it's defensive. You know what? Let's corrupt it for the hell of it. Hit chance for better magic items, but it's also unfortunately ethereal. Yeah, there's nothing for it. It's ethereal. Also, I mean, I guess unless you threw it would have to. Oh, I have 5 minutes. It would have to hit. God. I think it would have had to hit sockets. I don't know if you could still socket it after that. Regardless, it doesn't matter. It's gone now. But then you'd have to put in what I think it's literally a Zod for indestructible. I think anyway. Maybe I'm wrong. I do feel like I remember as a kid, I probably did see a Zod rune one time. But I would have seen it as a kid, and I would have seen it as the stupid kid that didn't know what runes really were, or like what the point of them was. Because I feel like I remember I either gave myself a Zod. I either like gave myself an item so that I could look. So I remember hero editing a couple of characters just for the sake of mess around. Because when I was a kid, I played the game a lot, and I was like, hey, you know what? I want to see how like broken of an item I can make and how fast I can run through the game. So I just hero edited a character, go have fun with it for a little while, and then stop playing it. But I feel like I remember seeing a Zod rune. So I either gave it to myself to see what it did, or I found one. Because I distinctly remember looking at a rune and going, oh, it just makes an item indestructible? Well, like, fucking, who cares about that? Because, like, repairing shit doesn't really matter. And I was like, at most, I think my dad and I were like, because we both didn't know what rune words were, and we were like, I guess at most, if you find, like, a good ethereal item, you know, you could throw it in there, and then you have a ethereal item with, then you have an ethereal item that, then you have an ethereal item that will be indestructible, which is cool, but for the most part, I think that was my feeling on it. I was like, what's the point? So it's always funny whenever I think about my old playtime as a kid with T2, because there was just, I did not read like anything. I was just like, oh, that seems cool, I want to do that, and I would just give it a go. But I didn't look into, you know, you don't know how builds work or whatever else. You're just clicking buttons and seeing what seems cool. Also, as a kid, I would freak out in this game. I'd freak out if I died. I would lose my mind. Which, to be fair, getting your body back is a real pain in the ass. I don't like that mechanic in the game. Even these days, I still don't like that mechanic. You get punished for death enough in the sense that you lose golden experience. I don't really think you need to lose your body as well. So that is always a... that will forever, for me, be a... something that I will be fine with saying that I just don't like and think is bad, but little kid me would lose his mind. I remember the first time, one of the first times I died too. I was like looking at my, like I died, you know, starting to get angry, but also like, or starting to get, you know, a little sad, but then also would be like, was like looking at my character and I was like, I still have a full blue bar. Like, why did I die? I still have a full blue bar. And I was just confused. My dad was like, my dad looks at it, he's like, oh, well, that's just your mana. That doesn't, he's like, that's how you cast spells and stuff. That's not how you, that doesn't keep you alive. And I was like, oh, and then I freaked out. Like, I had like a moment of just like, what the fuck was that? And then I got pissed off. Had to catch up with me. Yeah. We're just gonna keep point dumping vitality. Also, son of a bitch, I should have just kept walking forward. This monster right here also cannot be cursed. It is completely immune to being cursed. So, we're just gonna take the staff and leave. I suppose that's why that is probably... Well, that's the case with the snakes too, right? You can just ignore them if you really want to. Which is nice, but yeah, unfortunately you cannot curse that thing, so... I just have to... just smile and wave, boys. Just smile and wave. Yeah, not many of those, whatever. I mean, I could at most... The only one that I guess that would semi-matter there is, potentially Halls of the Dead level 2? Because I could farm that for the... one of the keys for Uber Tristram, but I don't think I won't really bother. I could at most... I have a sorceress I leveled. She's okay. It was just a, I wanted to do a bit of a meme and make a melee sword. And she's like decent, but I discovered something way later that I just didn't realize for a while. And now I feel like that character is kind of in an awkward spot because of it. Which the thing I realized was that the sorceress gets really bad, actually, increased attack speed frames, specifically with phase blades. Alright. Specifically phase blades, she gets pretty bad attack frames with. She can get up to, I think it's literally her attack speed stopped scaling at like 45? And it doesn't go any faster than that. So she attacks pretty slow. But it's just with that, because with two-handers it goes faster. It goes all the way up to 100 plus or 100 plus increased attack speed or whatever. So a two-hander would have been better. And then also, I think I feel like I threw on a different weapon. It might have even been like a mace. I might even put like a mace on. And she had a one-handed mace, I should say. And she had better attack frames with that than she did with the phase blade as well. So people who play melee sword or whatever and have more knowledge of the game than me would probably be like, oh yeah, that's a thing. But for me, I had no idea when I made the character, and I already made the item. So I was just like, well, shit, now I have this item. I have a, it's just a Kingslayer is all it is, for plus 10 vengeance. So it's literally just, I was like, well, I'm literally making melee sword, but it would have been better if I did this with a two-hander or with a different base. So then I was like, well, shit. So now she's in a weird spot. I could just pivot and respec her, which I might do that. Just feels like a bit of a bummer. Ult. Feels like a bit of a bummer to do that, but it is what it is. At the very least, though, that character can still just teleport around and should be able to just teleport around and kill Summoner and get eventually get the key. I don't remember which key he drops again, but the key. There's the waypoint. I kind of want some of those zombies to be real. Where do those guys spawn? I know my game. My game's gonna reset. That's okay. We'll go through Law Viper Temple and then create a new game. Aha! There they are. Okay, so he does indeed, at whatever level we are, break resistances to magic. I should look at what his scaling... I should look at what level his Sanctuary Aura is. Okay, so these guys in particular as well are just really tanky even after breaking the resist, so, okay. Well, we'll see if the Unravelers feel the same. I'm gonna hope they don't, because those guys will be much more of a pain in the ass if they're that tanky even when after breaking their resist. So for the most part, I'll probably just ignore zombies now, or those zombies, which is fine. They aren't much of a big deal of an enemy anyway. Keith. Yeah, there aren't really any rune words, I don't think, that are better on a Necromancer offhand that would be comparable to just using a spirit for a bit. I will say targeting in little tight corridors like that can be kind of awkward too. Like the game doesn't know how to target it. I'm rushing, game. I'm trying. Unless it's in that corner over there, it is upstairs. It's up there. But we will go check that little corner, because I would be very annoyed if I went up there and cleared everything and then it was indeed in this little corner. It is not. Okay. Fabulous. There we go. Fabulous. Where is it? There it is. Valley of the Sneaky Snakes. You know how to help me here. Left, next level, it says. Well, we'll try. Trust in the heart of the keys, because we kind of need to get through here pretty quick. Ow. Ow, you little bastard. Ow, you little snaky bastard. Ow. What the? What? How are you hitting me over there? Fuck you guys. That's rude. They're hitting me from around the pillar. That's just not fair. It's not gonna be this way. Alright. Indeed. Always a dead end way. Oh, put it over there. Will. And prick you sneaky snacks. Yeah, the sarcophagus, obviously, another thing cannot be oh, there's two. Oh. There. Snakes, or the sarcophagus for mummies also cannot be cursed. It is very unfortunate. That really is probably the biggest downside to the build, is just the amount of things that are ultimately immune to being cursed in general. Like, it's not that many things, but they come up more often than you think. What I am worried about is that when I get to maps, there's like a couple maps that have big packs of like fire traps and shit, and I don't know if the map versions operate any differently than the campaign versions. My feeling is no, that it wouldn't operate any differently, but that really does make it a pain in the dick for dealing with those things for like no real reason. I understand it's supposed to be that it's like, it's probably that it's a mostly inanimate object, but like, come on, man. Just let me curse this stupid thing so I can actually kill it. There will be an Unraveler down there, I believe. At least one. I'll portal here just in case. We should be fine. I should just be able to do that, and then kill it. And wouldn't you know, it's exactly how it happened. Gothic sword. I don't remember what that is. It's not going to be anything worthwhile, but... So... Oh, there's actually not one in this one. There's not one in this one. Well, alas, we do not get the test. Fine, I didn't want to check anyway. Okay, that in there. Exit game. 65. Shut up, Reef. Man. Ara.
How may I help you?
I've been... Yes?
Identify my stuff. What is this? Cloud crack. Chance to cast level 21 Fist of the Heavens on striking. Defensive auras, offensive auras, damage, lightning damage, max lightning res, attacker takes damage, lightning damage of. Pretty cool. Have I seen one of these? Might have seen one of these actually. But that sounds like a pretty cool weapon. Oh no, that's the Lyric thing. I'll just put it there. Whatever. Whatever, man. That there. Cool little item. Ding. Okay, and halt. Yeah, what you gotta say? May not pass? Fuck yourself. We're going in. Who do you think you are? I am. I can't. Do one of these skeletons become immune? Don't recall. I feel like one of those skeletons is totally immune. But I'm also prone to not remembering things. These guys are. It might be one specific flavor of them. Does my guy have some form of knockback? I don't remember him having that. Thus, no, you're the champ. You have knockback on something, my dude? No? Oh. I didn't think anything that he had would knock enemies back. I guess whatever. Yeah, I don't bother with that waypoint. I do not come back here. These guys. I think these guys are. I think those poison mages might be immune to magic or something, because they were not immune to anything right there. But it'd make more sense if they're immune to, poison. That's why I'm now dubious as well if those guys are actually immune to. No. feather stick. Now, how dare you poison me? All these, get all that. Go over there. Oops. My curse did not go around the corner like I thought it would. Trying to bend my curse around the corner like it was a wanted bullet. Oh god. Never mind. Never mind, I didn't close. There we go. I was gonna say, I think if I just keep casting there, he'll eventually die. Yep. Got him. Alright, these guys, I think they're over there. That's my best. Of course it is. Ow. Damn. It is strange how tanky everything is to trap yourself in the cell there, buddy. Good job, I guess. It is wild. It does seem like things are decently tanky in Act 2 to magic.
This is fantastic. I wish I had time to study this bizarre dimension.
Bizarre? Is this a bizarre adventure? I know he said dimension, but I want to pretend he said adventure. As a JoJo stan, I want to pretend that he said that instead. Oh. Lamau, they can't hit me from over there. Well, those guys can't, but Lamau, the goats can't. Forge and Enchorge Charm. Oh. We'll just need some, still just need a slightly better magic skiller. Be nice. Or, yeah, magic skiller. Magic skill damager. Magic damage. Any summoners up here? Any guys having a chuckle? Nope. Well, a bunch of ghoul lords up here. They're probably all having a chuckle. That's a chuckle of ghoul lords if I've ever seen it. I like to think that's their, that's what they all are together, is it? The chuckle of ghoul lords. Alright, well. 25% of the time, it in fact does not work every time. So now 33% of the time it works every time. Ow. I panicked a little bit there, I'll be real. I'm actually kind of surprised that he lived. I was like, that's a big group of enemies, and then I was worried I was mashing all the wrong buttons, but nope. Omelet, what do we got? Oh, +1. Damn it. Only this was +2. Doesn't have cast rate on it either, but I would probably still move over to a flat +2 right now. Damn it. Garbage. Oops. You kind of have to be cursed in general. I wish I knew what the eye level was now to hit +2 on amulets. Unless they didn't. I feel like I think they did change in this mod. 'Cause I'm pretty sure it's not as high as it. Look at that. 33% of the time, it works every time. But yeah, I am not. I feel like they did up the item level requirement for you to roll +2 skillers. But I could be crazy about that. I may be completely incorrect there. Just what I'm vibing. It's what I'm feeling. 2%. Fire res 36. This also gives poison, right? This is poison and fire. And some other stuff. I could corrupt these, but I'm gonna not. So close. Oh, it was so close to greatness. Sag. Things that make you go Sag. Triangle is... Please help me. 6. I was gonna say it's... No, that's right. The ninja star is the one in the directly in the middle. Well, Doom Eater the Tainted, Doom Eater the Dead, more like. Got him. That's a lot of beer. They didn't like my joke. Beatles didn't like my joke. Okay. Oh, there was like 2 packs of Beatles. That is right. Yippee! Ah! Hey, leveled up. Level 71. Ugh, wonder if Duriel here can be decrep. If he can be, then we know it's for sure just the prime evils cannot be decrepified. Which is then even just, but I guess it really is just they didn't want those guys to get cheesed by giga slowing their action speed to the point of being able to do nothing. But on the other hand, like, fucking who cares, right? I don't know that it makes that big of a difference in the grand scheme of things. Because like Uber Diablo does different shit. I would also almost wonder if in Uber Tristram they can be hit with Decrepify, or if they're also immune to it in there. But that's a question for somebody who's a better gamer than I. Old Charmy Charms. That. Oh, that reminds me, actually. We're in our 70s now, right? We're old! Yeah, I can actually go take... I should swap characters. I have on my Sorceress which should be a pretty decent... item for this guy here. Although, also... I should look to see if there's other rune words or other things that would go well with, dude. So let me see. It says left. Okay, I went to the right. And I feel like this is just looping in on itself and isn't going to do anything. I'm going to go check the left of it. Or I keep exploring off. Over this way. Alright, that guy's possessed. Never mind. That ghoul lord can keep standing in that corner. Ah. Can't do anything about those either. Yeah, I am gonna really have to solve my my mercenaries damage problem, because I do actually need him to do. I do actually need him to be around for things that can't be cursed. I am also debating. I probably should put 2 points into, just get like 1 point into teeth and 1 point into bone armor. I have a decent amount of all levels right now, and so I wonder if having a level into teeth will just give me enough magic damage, or just give me enough damage to where I can kind of just spam teeth on things that aren't curseable and kill them still. And also just having bone armor in general is still a pretty decent buff to have. I just figured I initially just decided I wasn't going to, because it's less of a, in this mod, I mean, I guess even in base game, you kind of want to invest at least a little bit into bone armor. If you're running, although if you're running bone spells, I think if you run bone spells, it winds up being worth to invest all of the points into it. But regardless, I'm pretty sure you want to usually invest a good bit into it, and since I'm not, that's why I haven't really bothered putting any points into it, is because whatever my global levels are going to be, that will pretty much be all that I'm getting to it. Death rune. Damn you, beetles. Ah. My cold res 51. I'll just leave it. Screw it. 51 is good enough to me. Yes. And that up. So we'll see if we can decrepify. If we can't, then so be it. I could summon a bunch of ravens too, but I don't really think that matters. Do a clay golem as well. He'll die in 1 second, but we'll summon him. Why not? He will get slapped. He'll get slap chopped 1 time and immediately die. All right, let's see. He can be decrepified. Duriel actually can get cheesed by this. That's funny. Yep. Oh, Duriel got cheesed. I presume that's what they're avoiding with by making the other primevals actually immune to that.
Greetings.
But again, I think for the sake of campaign, I really don't think it matters. Like Carapace, just a bunch of resists, some other stuff. Pretty decent, but nah. Ultimately, nah. 1 barb skiller. Low level. A monster heal. Yeah, it's decent low level 2-handed sword. A lot of poison damage too. Ah. And an Eth Arctic. That don't matter none. What is this? Alright, it's just a 5 poison res little charm. So I still do need some better charms. Yeah, I know I may not pass. I didn't mean to talk to you. Oh. There we go. Oh. Too close. Open a new one. There we go. Hey, Chief.
Greet Gerentel. My ship is your.
Hello, Ratley. Alrighty. Before continuing into Act 3, I do need to go take a quick potty break. And we'll, keep this clown show rolling. So, be right back while I do that. Do that. Okay. And in Act 3. Hi, Dark Wanderer. Bye, Dark Wanderer. Bro's whole purpose is just to leave a bunch of little guys behind. Imagine. Just a bunch of little guys. The tree's good. They're kind of tanky.
Statue. Perhaps I can trade this for something better.
Damn, Skippy. My favorite is, probably my favorite line to the Jade figurine is, like, the sorceress who's just like, I don't sense any magic in this thing. Weird. And it's like, why is that weird, dude? It's just a normal fucking statue. She's just like, I don't get it. This thing doesn't just naturally have magic infusements into it. Oh, okay. I do actually wonder if the golem will actually kind of survive right now, simply by virtue of everything being giga slowed by Decrepify, and then he slows them even more as he gets there. So he might actually live for a little bit. He'll probably get one-shotted by something at some point, but for the time being, he's here. He's vibing. Do. He's magic resistant. Just play it. I guess, what level is he? He's level 9. He's still very, very, very small PP compared to when you actually invest into the golems, of course, but, you know, level 9. He's doing something. He's out here surviving and thriving. A world stone shard. Give me it. Love me some ball orbs. Let's see, how long have we been going right now? Sleep back. It's over. Hour and a half? Hour and a half, we're already into Act 3. For me, great pace. Now I can't wait to get lost in the fucking jungle for an hour or something. Or I'm gonna have to, it's gonna be the annoying setup where I have to go through. Yeah, here. Okay, well first I need to find Spider Cavern anyway, so let's just go take a look-see. Let's just take a look-see. And charm. I guess if I find the flare jungle though, I will take that and go wander around the flare jungle until I get that waypoint, because then I can support back. I care about that waypoint and getting through there to the same degree that I care about getting through. Spider Forest. I care more about that. So excited though. We're just a few days away from having details on Path of Exile 1. Oh, the excitement is there. The excitement is so there. I am so ready to log in. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna be. As much as I'm not a React streamer, I do genuinely think I would I would do react videos to Path of Exile content, but nah, I don't want to do that kind of thing. But I do find myself anytime I'm with like hanging out with my friends in our group Discord and there's a oh hey, here's Flavor. Alrighty. I guess I will find the waypoint here and then go back to Spider Forest. That is nice though that this is the player jungle, because now I don't have to worry about oh shit, the waypoint's right here. Holy based, brother. What a good setup. What a very nice setup. I guess we'll go check over here. But yeah, I'm definitely the hype man in our Discord when things are happening for Path of Exile. I get very, very excited about playing more of it. But the teasers that they've shown so far are very nice. A lot of good stuff coming already. Especially the I'm curious what I think they said something about more endgame crafting. But the last teaser we got was the last teaser we got as of this stream was Elder and Shaper Orbs and Veiled Chaos Orbs are coming back, which are all really good things to me. I always thought it'd be cool if you could do Shaper on an item. Like, Shaper items drop like crazy anyway, so it wasn't that big of a deal, but I was like, but it'd be kind of nice to have one, right? And it seemingly made sense to it, and now I guess they've gone through with it, so I guess they decided it made sense as well. Orbs. Oh wait, that's literally the exact same thing. Motherfucker. Where the hell's the arrow? Like here? Right next door? Choose that. Oh, I guess it is. Huh. Unless this also somehow connects to the waypoint. Don't think that's possible, though. That's not possible, sir. Oh no. Okay. I was gonna say there is, I think, a bait one that exists somewhere. Or at least there usually is, or I don't think there might not always be. There is in the player jungle. Now that's some spider extermination right there. Yeah. That's some extermination value right there. Bam. Cool. Oh, that's sapphire. Oh, that wasn't even the main spider brew that's in here, actually. Give me the eyeball. And that almost leveled. This wasn't a heat battery, right? No, guess not. Okay.
Back. Hello.
Yeah, I know, just mush stuff, Deckard. Cold res. I'd rather have the cold res over the poison res, truthfully. Yeah, I'm still capped on poison res, so yeah.
Well, free.
You have 2, 3 all res. I have a 5 all res if I want to take it off of my Amazon. I just don't know that I do. What is this? Garbage. Very well.
Hi.
Do.
Damn it.
Damn it. Give me that potion. And off to the flare jungle. They're bones. Money! Money! Hey. Ow. Ow, you little shit. Oh. Over here. Decrepify. It does remind, yeah, it does remind me though. I still need to look up what level the sanctuary aura is that my dude is currently utilizing, so I can see if I could, well, also so I can just still see if I can break resist with Heavenly Garb. I really would prefer to use the dark mercenary from A4. They would be more damaging. Reminds me. What damage does this do? These do magic damage as well, huh? Doesn't do... It's not like splitting it is, right? Yeah, when do you get extra ones? 15 and 25. Cool. Yeah, they don't get extra... Or they don't get a physical damage. It's interesting to me then. I do wonder... You know what, let me read... Non-magic damage, there's... Huh. Does part of Bone Spear do his damage? Or is that just the thing that he just casts anyway? Don't know. Don't know. It's interesting to me that that mercenary would cast amp damage then. I guess it is just for... They might have added that literally just as a, like, yep, he can break his immunes, like, early on then, because he does that. Or the people that, like, can't get away to get Decrepify and that kind of shit. But, huh. Guess that makes sense. Good thing here. Is this the bait, or is this the good bin? Find out. Yeah, my Burden died at some point. That's okay though, honestly. I'll pull them out for bosses. I guess actually I don't even need to pull them out for any of the bosses. I suppose I will, but I do believe he'll just fall over dead in instant, especially because I can't. Oh god, wrong button. I can't decrepify anything else, so. Oof. I way hit the wrong button. Not me to try to pause the game there. Whoops. I do believe this is the bait area. I do believe it is. Actually, that's just on the other side. That'll just be on the other side. 'Cause I don't feel like the bait area usually has village thing in it. I guess this one does. I guess this one just has little huts. Okay. Very well then. A bait it is. Garbage. The bait one always has such weird, like, little additions to it. Hence it being a bait. Absolutely jabasted by me. Ow. have a lot of gold right now, too. I should probably do some amount of gambling. Maybe on just, like, my Amazon? Maybe just on the Amazon for the sake of her being a higher level. And I should just try to get some... Try to get some, try to get a +2 curse amulet. I got a +3. +3 magic one that had some replenish life on it, which is still pretty good. I actually probably could and probably should use that over this, because now I think when I got it, I hadn't hit the 125 break point, but now I have more than hit the 125 break point. Because I think I put it on and then I hit it, and now I've made Heart of the Oaken Spirit, which then has helped keep it in place. Pretty much has to be, right? Because that's still flare drum. It's always satisfying when there's a lot of when dude uses Fist of the Heavens and there's a lot of enemies nearby. You see it branch out like crazy. I like it. Yeah. So we know where the waypoint is and stuff, so this has to be the real one here. Maybe shit, you know, honestly, maybe I should have, you know what I might do? I'm gonna put a portal here, and then we're gonna book it back up north and go back to the LK area. Because honestly, it's a pretty fucking far run from here to the LK area. Like, this is a big layout, so I think I'm just gonna do that. And then whenever I get a waypoint, I'll just portal back here with this.
This is a powerful weapon. Perhaps Ormus can tell me more about it.
Perhaps Ormus can. One to bow and crossbow skills. Damn. Damn. I'm no Amazon. Okay. Oh, wait. This work? Try one more time. Damn it. Alright. Around we go. That would have been nice if it worked. It would have been nice. But alas, gotta get my steps in. We're hoofing it. We're hoofing it all the way around. Well, I hope everyone's day is going nicely. It's a Monday, all right. Is a Monday. Monday evening, even, depending on where you are. The old Monday evenings. Woohoo. I went to the climbing gym today. I'm trying to go a bit more often. All right, here, sure, whatever. We'll go back to that then. I'm trying to go climbing a bit more frequently. Just to. All right, give me the ring.
This magic. Yes.
What'd you give me? Good amount of resist and that, but just nothing else, man. Just nothing else. All right. Yeah, I did, you know, good amount of climbing, had some good fun, but I forgot the gym that I go to. It's like very, very open. It's a pretty big area, and it's very open. And I do like the gym, but I mostly like it. Actually, that's actually really good. I was just thinking, like, might want to have a portal up just in case I get shreked by something. But I really like my gym. But the problem really is that on days where it's hot as balls, you feel it in there. Like, it will, you'll very quickly just hit that point of like, even today I was in there climbing around and I was like, man, I feel like I've been climbing for hours and it's been like 20 minutes. Wow. Oh, idiots. That's my only complaint with that. Dude, fuck off. These stupid little water watchers too. I can't do anything about them too. They're also immune. God, what an annoying ass little area right there. Followed up by balloon bats. Fuck yourself. Holy. Holy. Bruh. We're gonna bring Clay Golem Coon back out. Clay Golem Coon. Level 2. Yippee! Anna. Balrog Blade. God. They're fast as shit. I understand it. Oh. You'll probably die to the explosion from those guys. I know. The delay on them is so nice, but I will still forever hate those little guys. Those little guys are turbo annoying, brother. Here's level 3. Nice. Alright. I think we're like bottom left. Entrance in left corner, chest in top corner. What does top corner mean? Entrance in left corner, chest in top corner. I guess maybe it's just in either top corner. I suppose we'll see. I suppose we shall see. Realistically, it doesn't matter that much. This whole map layout is pretty small as is. Oh, it is in this top corner. Okay. Bam. Money. This is most fortunate. You Godhead. Thank you, Deckard. I did. Yeah, it's the P&B one, which we don't really care about right now. That I was probably just gonna corrupt. Yeah, here's that amulet. Yeah, I'm gonna need to... God, I thought, how much... Does this thing show how much gold I have? How much gain I get? Yeah, gold fine. There we go. 308. Yeah, holy, I have a lot of gold fine just from like the charms and stuff. So I think actually this doesn't give any resistances otherwise, right? No, it does give mana regen, which is nice. But I don't think it matters enough right now. I'm gonna swap in this guy. I want more levels to curses. I'll be real. I want more curse levels. And that still keeps us at 131. Yep, we're good. If I have to put that back on later to beat a different breakpoint, that's fine. I'll eventually need to craft. Ideally, I eventually craft an amulet that's similar in the sense of having that roughly 18. I mean, if I hit 20 FCR, it'd be even better. But in the sense of having a decent bit of faster pass rate, and then also it's just +2 hits +2 curses. would be fine with me. For now, this will be our setup. For now, we shall cruise. Also, whenever I decide to buy, I will probably just buy one of offhands. One of the Necromancer offhands. Whenever I get one of those, that'll be a damage increase as well. That reminds me. What did this roll? 31. Okay, so that's actually fine then, because I will only lose 1% cast rate from that. Since the one I'll be getting has 30 FCR on it already. 30 FCR, it has, I believe, I can't remember what it gives. I think it's, I want to say it's a variable between all of the, it's a variable of all Necromancer skills. I think it's 2 to 3 for each of them. So 2 to 3 summon, 2 to 3 poison and bone, 2 to 3 curses. Obviously, all that we care about is 2 to 3 on curses. Or the we care about three levels on curses, not 2 to 3. We don't want 2. We just want 3. So that's obviously all that we care about, which then should reasonably make things a little bit easier for us. And it will be more levels because Alt Spirit gives us is +1. Okay, so we're in Temple. I just don't know how man is gonna feel. Extra fast or something? I have no idea. Whatever. He's extra dead now. Can't be extra fast if he's extra dead. Print, Vitality, Phase Blade. Ah, spiders! Oh yeah, these guys. Yeah, I was gonna say, these monkeys were like oddly immune to I'm gonna try is this. I thought not, but I wanted to check and see if it felt like they took more damage from low resist on. But yeah, I mean, as it was already confirmed, and I already knew, low resist only affects. Low resist is only for. So I'm just gonna go into the book. These guys are pretty fucking tanky. Not really a hefty reason to hang out. But yeah, the low resist only does affect elemental, which is a bummer. I really don't like how that. I don't like how that spell is worded. Overall, I think it should just say that it lowers enemy elemental resistances. Because it even says something about like making them take more magical damage or whatever. So it is not worded very well. Alright, we get to go into my other favorite area in the game. Fucking the sewers. Love the sewers. Love them so much. Oh, the waypoint's right there. Did I pick it up? Am I crazy? Or did I just walk away? I think I'm double crazy. Right? Yeah, I did get it. Okay. Yeah, I'm crazy, alright. Oh, crazy. Short-term memory game, not there. And by that I mean I'm just auto-pathing like crazy. I am auto-pathing something fierce. Well, time to get me mounted. Time to figure out where the hell the thing is. I walked right back into that. That's a little bit annoying. Race. One of these guys. So how tanky are you? very tanky. Oh god. These guys are... The answer is very tanky. Good, good. Yeah, that's gonna be a bit of a problem later. This is Viper Fort. Castle 32 Desecrate on striking. 45 poison skills, 50 attack speed, 700 poison damage, minus 20. Kind of a bad roll. But oh, this is just another. This is just like another method of playing Poison Strike. Poison Strike Necromancer, honestly. That's pretty neat. I'll corrupt it and see what happens. Because it'll pretty much do nothing. I don't think there's anything good that could even happen to that, but... Yeah, we're just... I think specifically my mercenary would have to take care of that. So, okay. That is good to know that even hey, level nice. Despite breaking resists, things having a lot of magic resist like that are still heavily a problem. So the answer will largely just be to ignore things that have a hefty... Oh, man. Bale's minions are going to be annoying. Yeah, those Act 2 guys are going to be really, really rough then. Man. I'm going to have to figure out something for that. It might just be... I mean, it'll either just be like... have a mercenary setup that going on that where he can just deal with them, or it might just be basically get Clay Golem in there and let him, and then just put Iron Maiden on them and just let them smack him like that, and pray that's enough. Want to find the stupid gold chest here. I want to find the exit. What are these elders? Up, 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 up. Experience. Experience. Yeah, so, okay. I don't think there's too many more magic immunes in the game otherwise. But yeah, Bale's minions are gonna be pretty problematic for that. I guess the other option would also just be get another mercenary entirely and kind of just ignore magic immunes. But maybe I really will put on... Ow. Right, there's I got... maybe I will just get a... When we get to the next act, I am going to grab I'm gonna have to grab my other staff from my other character. I grab my other staff. Oh. But I want to grab my staff, and then I want to swap out for the other mercenary type. And then we'll also go ahead and we'll still throw Heavenly Garb on him. And I think it doesn't matter enough, even if it doesn't seem to matter that much, even if it doesn't break resistances, because like, holy brother, that's still giga tank. There. But I also don't know. I don't know. We'll see. I'll do that with. I'll make that the intention.
Once the book has served its purpose, I shall delve into its secrets.
Shall delve into its secrets. Yeah, this is the guy. Ideally, I guess we make, what is it? It's one of these is the Necromancer one. But Necromancers don't get, the Necromancer one doesn't get attack cast speed, or doesn't get a cast speed. So, that will make things more difficult for me. Okay. We're good. Just keep going. Regardless. Our time in the sewers is up. We're out of there. Go deal with Travancal, which Travancal should be honestly kind of a pushover. And on to Mephisto. On to good old Meph. I don't even care to get the waypoint. If I run past it, cool. If I don't, I'm just gonna a log. Is this area level? Area level is 81. Okay. I never know what the cutoff level is where that will make the Zacharumites run away from you versus stand their ground, or I should say actively chase you. Might be like 5 levels. Fast as shit. Go down over there, bruv. Where's your master? I saw that minion tag. I'll smack him. Rude. And I just need something cool, man. Oh, I am staying back here. It is almost wild to me as well that it's just a level 4 Oak Sage from Heart of the Oak. I don't know if that's different. It just feels useless because that thing will die like immediately. As soon as it gets targeted, it's dead. Or as soon as it catches like a stray arrow, it just does the poof, disappears. That's it. Seems like such a strange thing to have. I mean, I get it, the Oak Spirit, but like, do anything. What's your guys' setup? Light. Is that Mage Fist? I don't know that it is. What else is in here?
Thanks.
Thanks. That guy? Ow. How dare you, Zealot? Flail boots and light gauntlets. I don't think that's Mage Fist, right? Oh, no, it is Mage Fist. Oh. Well, there you go. Never mind. My first Mage Fist I've seen all league. Pretty cool. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I didn't realize they were such a low tier base. But very nice. These guys are nothing burgers with boots. Probably just corrupt these Mage Fists too. Doesn't really matter. I'm not planning to use them. I got Trangles. Got Trangles, and I'm not doing another character at all, so fucking might as well. God, that guy could have teleported. That would have been scary. I kind of want my clay golem out, maybe. I don't know if he'll live. But him just slowing at least these little explodey knife guys down some sounds like a good idea. I guess once he's actually up with us. Thanks. Full rune. Definitely want the waypoint. It usually says, according to the keys. I feel like the keys are kind of 50-50, but oh god. Yep. I don't even blame dude for dying there. Fanaticism like extra fast version of those guys. That's just scary. I guess even without his without his insight aura, my mana regen is not terrific right now. Okay, well there's level 3. That's nice. Let's see if we can find the waypoint. I'd like to have this for farming purposes. What? Call me a farmer, cause I be farming. Something like that. Small charm. Oh yeah, that's a lot of gold damage. It's actually a really good vengeance charm. Which again, I could actually use with my sorceress, because she does use we'll grab it. That is a lot of gold damage. And if I do want to go back to her at some point, then giving her another good small charm can't hurt. It really would just be I have to figure out what weapon to swap her to, truthfully. It'd be making another rune word and then swapping her to that rune word, or to that weapon base. I just don't know what is like a good base for her. Because I think if I wanted to keep up with the Kingslayer thing, I believe Kingslayer can only be made in swords or axes. But I'd have to look to see if she can wield other swords with more attack speed. Or if she cannot. And if she can't, then I'd have to see if axes can be. And if those can't be, then I'd have to look into two-handers. But I just don't know. Ral rune, not even anything cool. Oh, shit. Where is... Wait. From the... It does say from the entrance to the left is the waypoint, so you know what? Screw it. I believe it did call the... I believe this particular setup, it does call that is the next level, is correct. So we'll go to the left, whenever. Whenever, man. God, this place is just so big. I always hate the Durance of Hate. It's too large. I only don't mind this map when I actually have a very fast character that can just teleport around. Okay, well, not that close to the left. Apparently. If it is to the left, oh my god, bastards! All right. Why do they get to be so cringe? They simply exist and it is cringe. What's going on, mummies? You guys are all chill. Guys, slow as shit. Poison on hit, but otherwise you're fine. I figured that would. I figured that would kill my clay golem there. There's a lot of champion explosions on him right there. Poor guy. Ow. Spares, please. Do you guys know? Have you guys seen a waypoint around here? I'm beginning to crash out a little bit. Okay, it's not here. Son of a bitch. Could be like somewhere in the middle, awkwardly. I'm going to be annoyed. Do a fetish trophy. Never mind, nothing. False alarm. Okay. There it is. Thank God. Thank God. Hey, Deckard. Well, you know what? I guess I'll go get that quest closed out now. With Ashira. Very rarely have to close this quest out.
Hello there. Now that. Hello.
Back. Thanks, man. I still have 322k on there. Optionally, I could give the Mage Fist to my guy. This gives him some more cast. Oh, sure, screw it.
I'll put that to good use.
Give my guy some Mage Fists. Why not? Why not? And we'll throw that in there. And this one. Now it's going to say, time has come. Kill him. Do it. Perfect topaz. I love perfects. Perfect. Bunch of auras on there. Council members. That one's dead. That. Yeah. God.
My brothers have escaped you.
Okay, let me double check as well. I'm pretty sure, though, he cannot be decrepitified. Indeed, he cannot be. We swap. Actually, wait a minute, guys. Good job, Clay Golem. Oops. I didn't actually mean to let him die there, but I sure did. Yeah, whatever. Okay. Not bad. Not bad, not bad. Okay. You guys, fuck yourself. Assholes. Annoying assholes.
Hello.
Anyway, give me my stuff. Okay, and then material. Okay, before we truly progress through Act 5, I do quickly want to go grab my extra stuff
Greetings.
to swap my guy around. So we will go do that. Awesome. Give me that. Put that in there.
What do you need?
For my stuff. Ripper my stuff. Okay. Now I need this character. Big Schnipper. What is it? You know, Ground Tower. As I was talking about it. Alright, offhand, I need this thing. Over here, whatever. I don't think I need anything else. No. And the only thing I've taken there is that. I don't need that. I don't need that. Nope. Nope. Okay. That is the only thing I need from that character. And I think that would pretty much set otherwise. Tyrael, I would like a... What level am I again? 74. I would like a... You have a level 73 Dark Ascendant? Of course you don't. Of course you don't. You know what, though? Give me Anarel. Anarel here. Alright. Insight is a no. Mage Fist, yes.
Put that to
That,
good
yes.
use.
That, yeah.
I'll put that
That,
to good
yep.
use.
That, yep.
I'll put that to good use.
And then need Ondal's Wisdom.
I'll put that
Also,
to good use.
that is not going to be the magic the city uses, even though it'll make him tankier.
That to good use.
I want him to have a Sanctuary Aura still. So, giving him that. Okay. And there we go. Now we have a new guy. All same stuff. Only thing is Heavenly Garb for the level 5 Sanctuary Aura. And Ondal's Wisdom for all skills. A shitload of cast rate. Inner sight on casting doesn't matter, but the rest of it is nice. And it gives him a bunch of defense too, so overall, Ondal's pretty decent. Pretty decent. And we can swap back to Terrify now. I will probably test on... I'm sure I'll test on Diablo as well, but I am indeed pretty certain that we cannot... Oh wait, that's 20 life. Look at that. I'm pretty certain that we cannot rectify him as well. So I do believe it is just the Primevals cannot be rectified. But science shall be done. So we'll be getting at least some more magic damage in. Just by virtue of dude here having a low-level Sanctuary Aura. So yeah, mana will start, well, for the time being, be a bit of an issue, most likely. And I'll have to try to fix that again later. We will see. We should hopefully as well with this guy though be dealing, or at least he should be dealing a good bit more damage, so any magic communities we come across will hopefully be less of a problem. But we'll see. We will see. I suppose realistically if we if we wind up, if it winds up being that even with this guy, that magic communities just don't, like, they just feel like ass, or like he can't really deal with them post breaking magic resist, then we will potentially swap to an entirely different mercenary, because I don't feel like magic immunes are, they're not very common in the game, And at that point, I would rather just... I could still just give somebody else the chest piece that he's wearing now. I can still just give another mercenary the chest piece he's got. And then, just give another mercenary the chest piece he's got, and then just let them deal with magic immunes themselves. It could be just like a, I'd probably just do a battle order barb, or wind barb. Because I can decrepify off all of the physical immunes, and I'm not worried about his immunes in the slightest. So, that would probably be the play. Did you get gig unlucky? Ramble hits. Yep, there's the stairs. Oh god, am I ready to feel despair? Oh boy. What kind of despair are we feeling today? Alright, he's already caught up to my level. Perfect. What is my... I have 66 light res, so even if it is those guys... I do believe we got lucky. Looks like it's not Gloams here. 9th Paladin here. Rathma, solo, difficulty 2. Very nice. Amulet. Tankards. That's at least something different than I usually get. Yeah, it's kind of nice as well that he will also cast a curse. It's kind of it'll be kind of annoying sometimes if he gets his amplifying damage off first, because then the base curse that will be there will be amplifying damage. But it's not that big a deal. It isn't that big. And I do believe that we are still capped at 3 spells. Like, I don't think that dude's amplified damage will be able to get tacked on as a 4th spell. I know that he does have Curse Mastery to allow for 2 curses, but I do not believe that he has... I do not believe that his Curse Mastery will, like, add on to mine, and so then we'll be able to multi-curse like that. That mana shrine. Goodness gracious. Eating corpses, Mang. I know that's your whole deal, but also something bad for you. And I say that because if you do it, I'm gonna... Other Rilska, even if they didn't eat a corpse, they'd kill it. I would destroy them regardless. Ooh, caster. Ooh. Doom guy if he was a spellcaster. Absol. Absol. A potion. I don't want him to curse this guy. Yeah, okay. Confirm. It does not work like that, which is what I figured, but wanted to check. One of his curses might, his amp damage might, if they have 3 on them, it might actually override it. So I might actually, against like big targets, kind of need to make sure I'm cycling my extra curses kind of quickly so that he doesn't override whatever the base curse is. Which will usually be Decrepify, but not always. But again, even if it's not Decrepify, it's still really not a big deal. Oh, there's Iswal, buddy. Wow, he got fucking shredded. Oh my god. That was some good damage right there.
This wall was
Got absolutely shredded. Here's second. Down we go. City of the Damned. Here's hoping we get something decent out of our Hell Rune, too. Out of our Hell Rune? Our Hell Forge. Good grief. I swear I can words okay. I won't say good. I can words okay. Oh, it's right there. Hell yeah. You love us a short City of the Damned section. Oh. Guy was fast as shit. Where are his friends? Worldstone. World Star. Ah, there's somebody must have dropped the mana push. And that chest did too. Very nice. Yeah, when I was playing my melee sorceress and got to this part on hell difficulty, I was like, oh, this is not good. I literally just had to teleport throughout the entire River of Flame because I didn't have enough attack speed or anything, so I was just... I'd swing at anything and it would just swing back like 6 times harder. I was like, oh, thanks. Character was very interesting to level. I do know, somebody told me that the Beast Rune Word, apparently, Beast Rune Word Sorceress is apparently very legit, but I don't know anything about it. I mean, I know about the Beast Rune Word, I just don't know anything about that. It would make sense that it's pretty good, though, if anything, because then you can transform and then have a superior, like, attack and superior setup because of being transformed, which would be pretty fun. I imagine that'd be a pretty good time. And the cool thing about melee sword, at the very least, is they get both cold and fire enchantment now, and you can stack both enchantments on it at the same time. That was actually kind of something that I thought was really neat. Was actually having the ability to have both enchantments on you. I think it'd be a lot worse if you couldn't. Alrighty. I guess it could still be there, but I think it usually is. Oh god, he's fast as shit. The fanatic. Even though they're still scary, things just suddenly having a faster run animation than what they should have, and it just speeding up the run animation will always be something that's goofy to me. I love how it looks. Just all of a sudden they're coming at you at Mach speed, and you're just like, oh shit. Hidden Stashy. I think kind of a strange layout, I would say, for a River of Flame, I feel like. F lacquered clay. Is that a hell base? Wow, 820. I guess I'll hold that just for the sake of having a very high armor base, but see, I guess realistically, if I had that at the time, I made a stone for my sorceress. If I had this base at the time, this would be the base to throw a stone into. Then you get that you get the indestructible on top of the rest of its effects. Pretty juicy. Put that in there.
What do
Why
you
did I take this? Because it can roll all affixes. I don't know that I care enough.
Hello.
Oh. Almost level 75. Very nice. Not that 75 really changes a whole lot. Oh, that's right. I should have talked to Tyrael when I went back there. I forgot. These moth beans have, I guess, apparently have pretty high magic resist too, because they also do not take a ton of. They're also not taking a ton of magic damage. I'm pursing them up. They do not seem to give an F. What? Okay. Leave the slowing from the clay golem was enough to kind of just punch through him there. That was good, man. Clay golem putting in some pretty serious work. What a beast. What a beast. What a guy. Proud of you, my little clay golem. You're barely even leveled. And let's see what garbage we get. No hell rune, please. Please no hell rune. Rune. Well, not terrific, but I'll take it. I am not going to argue an rune. Still not terrific, but what does it go into? Ist? Oh, Mal. Not terrific, but the last character I made did get a hell rune, so hence my despairs. What's up, Hadriel? Good to see you, buddy. It's funny to me that Hadriel just exists there in Diablo 2. He literally is just there. He's just vibing. He literally shows up just to say, hey guys, you have to break all 5 seals. Work. And then you can kill Diablo. Good luck. That's his whole thing. His whole shtick. And then we never see him again. Never see or hear from him again. Monarch. What's the armor on it? 47. That's pretty good, actually. Pretty decent. But I am pretty much done picking up monarchs. I don't know what. I don't know if there's any other. If there's any other rune words or anything that people would use monarch for, realistically. The spirit's just not nearly as good in this game, obviously. Whoa, fog. Oh, poison. Oh, that guy. God, it's so nice to just hit. It's so nice to have really good area of effect on enemies. Just curse a group and then just be able to pop the group. Like just bam, bam, bam. It's super good. It feels so nice. played quite a few builds this this patch around that have been quite a few builds that are a bit slower, and I guess by quite a few I mean 2 builds that were slower, because Melee Sork was slow, and Decoy Amazon was a very safe build, but was pretty decently slow for a while there, until I could get to the point where I had a loyalty. Blade Fury Assassin was probably one of the fastest characters I had, and was still pretty decent fun. That character needed some serious investment to really get to a further pushing point, and I just was not willing to invest more into it. I'm still kind of not. It was like, it was pretty fun, and it was cool to watch like the blades ricochet around everywhere and stuff, but I don't know, it just didn't do... I didn't feel like it did enough for what it was, so I just, after a while, was like, you know, I think I'm just done with this character. I feel like it, you know, heavy investment, sure, would make it pretty good, but I'm just not willing to heavy invest into this build. Then Decor was really good. And was also very budget, too. Very good. Really quite budget. And this character has probably been one of the more fun characters that I've played this time around. I was ultimately really not sure how I was going to like it, and I think having played it now, I said it earlier, but if it truly did remove all curses every time you used it, it would feel horrendous. Like this build would be absolutely awful if that was the case. Thankfully, it's not. Thankfully, it is not. And just being able to set up for like a really big pop like that right there feels great. Like just being able to go 1-2 and then pat, and then just paddle. You know. You know. Oh, big group of enemies. Pop. There they go. Really fun. It's fun for that. And pretty comfy, too, because, I mean, cursing enemies is always going to be a strong thing to be able to do. Let's see. Got... I do think the amp damage affects, like... I think it affects me a little bit. I do think that the curse rewriting thing with him is a little awkward, but it's not enough of like a deal breaker yet, so I'm not too upset about it yet. Like a rattle cage. It's caused monsters to flee 7%. Reduce, although early on for just the crushing blow by itself is pretty much worth it. Pretty much just for the crushing blow. If you got that early on, you're not mad about it, but making monsters run away from you is very annoying. Very, very annoying. Y'all.
Not even death can save you from...
And it feels so much nicer having the screen shake turned off. Okay, but yeah, confirm. I do want to put... sure, I'll just put end damage there.
Thanks.
Woo! I I think my only issue with Iron Maiden being the primary skill that it wants you to juice is that it's kind of a nothing burger of a skill, right? Like there are so many enemies that are ranged, which then don't get hit by Iron Maiden. At least I don't think they do. Even at level 20, Iron Maiden barely does any damage. Like, there's a lot of stuff about Iron Maiden that just isn't that horrific. Oh, that's right. I forgot I killed what's his face. And Anarol lived. Nice. Alright. 2 more levels into Decrepify. Closing in on max level for that, which is nice. I am amazed.
Good afternoon.
Let's do that. Sell that. And let's go drop all of our crap off. Drop all of our Craponius off. And then, off we go into Act 5. Time for some water first. Tasty. First, though, wish we could do this. Brother.
A necromancer.
Yep, I'm a necromancer. Pop that back to decramp, and onward and upward we go.
It takes more.
Yeah, chop him up there, buddy. Not bad in the minion typing out here, actually. I say that as that guy almost kicks my ass. That one little bird almost kicked my ass. We're golden out here. Alright, I got you, Barb. I got your back. Got your back, man. They ain't got shit on you. I always forget that they have like a full-on run animation. It looks so goofy. They're running off the combat. I'll take that. Drink the potion, put a potion on. Mage plate. That is poetry. What is it? A bunch of defense though, but not worth anything. Well, I mean, worth 35k, but not worth using or anything. Also, I have so much gold and gold find right now. I should not be picking up anything that has that kind of value on it. 20 lightning res. I will take over this. Anything else is... Oh. I'll take that over that for sure, hopefully. Still capped on. Still capped on poison res after that. Nothing so... I feel like the most barbs I've seen this far up. I guess it's because the minion types really aren't that strong. I feel like it's usually... As soon as it's like any of the spear throwers or the fire archers or anything like that, you will see like maybe one barbarian up here. They'll all just die beforehand. I'll put Iron Maiden on him, but unfortunately, my man, it won't matter for spells. Oh wait, I'll help you out there. Bam, Iron Maiden. Super Unraveler head, but 3 to teeth. Nah. Was that like he ran back to his last position before he engaged combat? That was like some WoW pathing right there, where he just like sprinted back over to where he last was during combat. Man, that was always the most infuriating thing in WoW, was doing any escort quests and then getting into combat, chasing for however far, and then having to run all the way back to wherever they were so they could slow walk up to where they were in combat. I was like, I hate you. And there he goes. Pop. God, I love that. I will not get tired of that. I think killed by Carver, level 4, rank 18 on the Paladin Hardcore leaderboard. Wait, level 4 is rank 18 on the leaderboard?
My, what a messy
What?
little
That
deal.
is hilarious. That is fucking hilarious. You're a top 20 Paladin for reaching level 4. My god, I could place on the leaderboard like that, on the hardcore leaderboard, by hitting level 5. Insane. That is really funny. I did click this, right? Yeah, okay. Found the archers. Blundable. Yep. Yeah, unfortunately, I think with archers, there's not really a reason for me to... Archers, there is not going to be a reason for me to summon Bloodborne. Because he will... And these little shits, too. These Death Brawler guys, they do quite a bit of damage as well. Pick up that shit out of here. Let us out. Sorry, man. Oh, actually, he did. I was going to say, I can't curse that, so you guys are screwed. Ah, this guy's got him. Anytime we're close enough, anyway. Pop that. Use that. Okay. So, I had to make sure that his wasn't overriding my... His Curse Mastery wasn't overriding my Curse Mastery somehow. That is indeed not the case. So his... If I have just 2 curses on and he amp damages, then it's fine. But if I have 3 curses on and then he amp damages, then it will overwrite... I believe it overwrites my first curse, it seems. It seems like it overwrites the base curse. Dead lol. Can't reach. They can. 35th Assassin, Declone, Soft Core. I do wonder if, I wonder if that's mostly... Break the door down, I can't do it. Weak. I do wonder if that is... Martial Arts Assassins, mostly? Or if that's any Trap Signals doing that, too. I don't know. I don't know what the big damage dealers are. But I do think that the next time I play, whatever the next patch winds up being, I will probably play, I would like to play a Martial Arts Assassin, because Martial Arts is pretty cool, and I haven't done one in who knows how long. So I'd like to do a Martial Arts Assassin, and I would also like to do an actual... That's fucked up. They had all the archers in there with them. I got distracted. Oh, I guess the rest of the quests are right here. Just fucking finish this, whatever. Oh, Elemental Druid. That's the other thing. I do want to do an Elemental Druid. I really like the idea of Tornado and all that kind of shit. Hey, let him out there, buddy. So, I do really like the idea of Ellie Druid and all that kind of stuff. Always have. Always one of my favorite Druid builds. It's not the most... It's certainly awkward, I will say, in D2, because you just have a lot of, you have shit like Tornado and whatnot that just, Tornado and all the other stuff that just kind of deals damage randomly. Or at least, like, Twister, you know, like, they get sent off randomly. But, I want to give it a go. I want to give it a go in this month. See how it plays out. And then Martial Arts Assassin I have played since they added that new rune word to Diablo 2 Resurrected. However long ago that was now. Forgot since they just are in full. They're in full maintenance mode on B2R. It was always tragic to me. I really wanted them to do. I mean, they didn't. I don't think they needed to keep up consistently doing stuff. I was expecting them to go into maintenance mode at some point, but it would have been nice to get more than like effectively 3 patches, right? Or I think 2, right? We got 2 because I think we would have got the only patches we got really was the additional rune word, because I believe that was some stuff. They've done some other changes here and there, so I'm sure you know, there probably are like multiple other ones that actually did make some kind of a difference. But the main ones to me are terror zones, which I can't remember if that came with when they first released it anyway. But terror zones and the new rune words were like the biggest deals. Those were the biggest deals in my eyes, and they haven't done anything pretty much since. I didn't really expect them to add like new endgame or anything, as cool as it would have been, but I also didn't expect that they would just be like, okay, we got that stuff out, and goodbye forever. Bit of a bummer. Then again, though, what do I know? Because apparently Activision Blizzard, I should say, is just not in it for the love of the game anymore. In it for the money. At the very least, it feels that way. It feels every time they both D4 and a D2R just feel corporate to an extent. Feel pretty corporate. Run. Tear down this barricade. Stop cursing it. Stop cursing the barricade. I've tried it. You can't do it. Alright, there you go. Proud of you. I'll have to decide though if I'll have to decide if I actually will want to put a point into bone armor. It could be nice just in the sense that I might get enough levels to where Keith does some amount of damage as well, and then I can kind of help even in situations where I can't or something. I believe in you. Get him. Yeah. Proud of you, guy. Even is his name Anarel? Yeah, I haven't learned his name fully yet. But I did already forget the name of my other mercenary, so it went both ways. The other mercenary was just kind of there. Is there anything that resists? Oh. Oh. Fast as shit. Is there anything that ends up being strong against magic here? Any Death Lords are gonna be physical. These guys are physical. I'm gonna say I might honestly just keep them to. Whenever I see those guys, I might just. Well, I'll just double curse them. I just won't curse them. Oh, this guy shall trail already. That's nice. These guys are made of gold. I should probably just stick to double cursing most things at this point. I should just stick to Decrep and Iron Maiden, and then let him amplify damage on top of that. Although those guys were champs, so is that the Frozen River here? There is. We're already in the Crystalline Passage. Okay, so now we need the waypoint. I could go to the Glacial Trail and get that, but... Actually, maybe I will do that. Maybe I will. Let's just move forward, because Crystalline Passage isn't somewhere I ever plan to come back to as well. Even if it's a corrupted zone, I wouldn't really come back there. It's not really a point. I guess outside of just whatever you feel like farming there, but yeah. Ow. Potion hurt. One, because got one right there. That was me. Whew. Ugh. My fingers and wrists are tired from climbing, so immediately jumping in and playing this build where I actually have to do a lot of flicking has not been doing my mouse hand any favors. There's Frozen Tundra. First crit. I don't really come back to the Glacial Trail either. You guys immune too? You guys are just poison. Try to get the waypoint out here, I guess? It's at least like an okay waypoint in the sense that you can get that one. There's occasionally that corrupted zone that is just all of the side areas of like Frozen Tundra, Barrier Plateau, and wherever else. The third area. Frigid Highlands, I think. But I guess if I run into the ancients first, I'll fucking just go there first. Because I ultimately don't care that much about this pipeline. Usually just if I come across it, I'll take it kind of deal. Let's see. There's the waypoint though. I'm gonna say I see torches. That's usually indicative of a waypoint. All right. Oh, I have a billion big pink potions. To send back. I'll keep like on me. Chug that and that. That guy. Nope, those can go there. Only had move speed. You know what? Oh, they're only chain boots. Eh, whatever. Screw it. Let's corrupt them. Damn, I was gonna say, if that hit move speed, that'd be pretty giga. Fortunately, it did not. I will sell it. Hey, Larzik.
Your evening.
I am an even greater warrior than you thought. How dare you doubt me? Who do you think you are, Larzik? Yeah, I'm close to being capped on gold in general. I need to... Oh.
Good evening.
I do, in fact, need to drop some money off. I see him already moving around. I do need to spend some money, I should say, yep. I am capped on lightning res, though, so hopefully we'll be okay. But I'm so not excited anytime I see those little shits. Still, if I could ever meet the guy that made these, I would love to just have a talk. The conversation would go like this: why? And that'd be the end of it. And then it'd be like why. He might give like an actual description, or I guess he, she, they, whatever, whoever it is. Whoever made it might give an actual like reasoning behind it, and I'd be like, yeah, but they suck. Like, they really suck. Okay, they're dead. Set of leather. Is that just another Twitch throw, right? It sure is. I've seen a bunch of Twitch throws. I usually don't see... I usually see, like, maybe one Twitch throw. I think I've seen 4. Good item, but, like... Oh, man. Oh, man, we're in hell difficulty now. I don't need none of them there Twitch throws. This is a very short layout for Crystalline, too. Which I am not going to complain about in the slightest. Based, in fact. I don't have to be in here for that long to deal with these stupid ones. Oh. I spoke their name. The guy seemingly handles gloams quite well, too. He's capped on lining res, so yeah, that makes sense. Malice.
How may I be of help?
I would also like to refill on my scrolls. Here. Boop. Okay, so whatever this is going to be. I'll be... well, I'm still capped on those two. I'll be very damn close to being capped on everything. Fantastic. It's actually been the nicest part about this whole hell run has just been having actually a lot of resistances overall.
Good evening.
Not really having to think about it. Food Bone Spirit, 86 life. That's basically it. Garbage. Yeah, but who do you think, yeah? How many World Stone charts do I have? 17. Okay, 17 right here. X. Oh, actually, 18. Frozen Tundra. Flawless Ruby. Mag. So, this is the defense lower spell. I thought there was a way... I thought players got that spell, got that curse too, but I guess not. Well, I guess that's not true. Wait a second. Is that what, like, dim vision is? Or no, weaken is? I don't think weaken looks like that, right? Here, look. No, that's, weaken is my... F1. No, yeah, weaken looks there. I do need one of those. Oh man, how are the ancients gonna go? Oof. Ancients are either gonna be really smooth, or they're gonna be a massive pain in the wiener, and I don't know which one it is yet. Time will tell, I suppose, but I'm gonna really hope they're not a massive pain in the wiener. I am gonna pull out the golem for them, but I don't really think that I don't really think the golem will make a huge difference. I think the golem will get shredded by like Talic instantly. I sort of expect that's what will happen there. Oh, I didn't realize that was an elite pack. Got be immune to cold, but train immune to decrepify, bitch. Yeah, boy. Okay. I don't like you, fine guys. Ow. Oh, little shits. Late game porcupines suck, dude. Nice waypoint. I'd say live. Hoopers. Sup, Runic Talons. 3 to Fist Fire, 1 to whatever the hell that is. BLF. Money, 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 money. Money. Ow. Perfect diamond. Where the fuck is the summit? Just get me to the summit, brother. What time it is? Ugh. Yeah, well, basically, we'll finish hell difficulty, and then that'll be it for the night. And then tomorrow, at least I think tomorrow, I should be back streaming again, and we'll just be doing some endgame with this character. Probably the only thing I'll do off stream will be some. I guess it'll depend on how. It's gonna really depend how Bale's minions feel, specifically Wave 2. If they're okay, then yeah, I'll just be farming that and try to get to level 80. Go back, clear this poison first. Right, it cleared right when I did that. Oh, I forgot. I keep forgetting I have one right. You know what? I'm just gonna drink. Whatever. Yeah, well, I'll probably just try to get to level 80 off stream, maybe. We'll see though. All right, let's see how this goes. Oh, let me get Clay. All right, Clay Golem. We're just gonna prepify these idiots and then go. Oh, that's low resist. That is scary. Let me also get Clay Golem out here. I probably should actually set him on a hotbar. He does thoroughly slow them down. Oh god. Ah. Yeah, that was unfortunate. I got smacked into hit stun. Smacked into hit stun, and then I was cursed and lower resisted, so that was unfortunate. Oh, that's right. I forgot I actually saved your dudes too. All right. I don't think it realistically doesn't seem like it'll be that bad. This won't be that bad. It's just a matter of that on someone to play. But yeah, I don't think this will be that bad, but I might die a couple of times. I might die a couple of times to stuff like that. We'll see though. We shall see. Just the fucking repeat. Whoops, I did not mean to do that. Yeah, I was gonna say, Talik will probably wreck Clay Golem, but oh, he's magic resist too. Yeah, that's annoying. there goes Madawak. I am extremely worried where Talak actually is right now. I actually have no idea. Okay, there goes Talak. Okay, we should be good. And then where the hell is Portland? There he is. Yep. Okay. As I thought, that was fine. It was just a matter of spreading them out.
Hello.
Just spread them. Level there. Okay, there.
Bestie. Afternoon.
Yeah, I know, I'm the best. I bested the game. Whatever. I know I'm the greatest. Anyway. Time to find out how Wildstone Keep goes. I'm curious to see, if the chest piece that my mercenary has on, the old Heavenly Guard, I'll be very, very curious to see if this ends up actually breaking, the magic resist of, oh, actually, these guys. But let's go this way. I don't immediately want to run into a pack of them. I will be so real. Oh. Oh, wait, actually. Okay. It does break it. Okay. That's how it's gonna feel, though. I think that I think the big chunks of damage that he's taking are from exactly when the golem is getting Iron Maiden. Like, I think they're smacking the golem, and it's doing it's Iron Maidening them. Yeah, we're just gonna. Oh, nice. Okay. So yeah, that is. Oof. That is gonna make things rough for sure. So yeah, it very well. Oh my god. It might just end up being in my best interest to get an Act 5 mercenary. And then just let him basically just deal with all of that. But we'll see. We're still just gonna YOLO try it first time through. And if it feels like cheeks, so be it. What was this? Silver Edged Axe. Indestructible. What is this? Oh, Berserkers. I think that's a full set of Berserker now for me. Not that I'm planning to run a Barb. And honestly, if I was gonna run a Barb, I would just do Throw Barb. Throw Barb is such a fun time, honestly. Get all the bouncing going, get everything just insanely chaining around. Just the way I like it. Barb with a little bit of Quasi in it. The only other Barb build I'd really want to do would maybe be like Sing Barb, just to see if Sing Barb's like viability is up at all. Swing on the golem, please. That's what that idiot is there for. Be swung upon. He's like a punching bag. Look at him. Look at his little face. Little derpy ass face up there. Don't you just want to punch it? Stop right there, criminal scum. Ow. You hurt my feelings. Stop. I cast. Stop being mean to me. Very powerful spell. He gets very puppy-eyed about it, too, when he casts it. 14 life. I think I'm willing to lose a little bit of life to gain the... Yeah, I'm capped on cold res now. I will take that trade for the time being. You take that deal? I'd take that deal. Damn good deal. Stone shard. Oh, that makes sense. We're right here. Oh, come on. Of course they would just be. Per usual. They're all hanging out in here. Get possessed, guys. Mercenary, beat him up for me. Can't do anything. Like, literally, I can't do anything. Can't curse him. Solo hardcore difficulty. Nice. It's probably summon druid as well, right? Alrighty, time to see how this shit show goes. Act 1 will be nothing. Yep. Now this is gonna be the interesting one. Oh, what the hell are you guys doing? Fuck off. Busy. Okay. Oh, because these guys will revive them. That's why. It's too bad I don't have corpse explosion. Ow. Heck.
Good out.
Yeah. It's specifically just going to be this wave. Like, everything else after this wave is probably also going to be really smooth, and they're just going to explode immediately. But it is very specifically going to be this wave that is going to be a massive pain in the ass. Okay. Do that. One of the Unravelers is almost dead. Okay, I need my idiot to be over here though, so that these guys get Sanctuary. I'll try to keep the two knights and shit dead. Thanks. God, this is so annoying. Okay. Okay. We are just, in fact, going to... Get a mercenary. We're just gonna get a battle order guy. That might honestly end up being the better play in the long run anyway. That might just be the better play in the long run. But we are just gonna grab one. What do I have for him? Oh, I could give him wind. Yeah, that could be fine. He can still use... I still want him to use Heavenly Garb anyway. Just because Heavenly Garb will still do good things for me. Level my 76. Okay, so 76 I saw. Battle order, bro. Alright.
I'll put that to good use.
Okay, so Mage Fist, no. Warhat, yeah. Ondal's was
use.
Okay. And let's see what else we can do. Oh, actually, he probably can't wield that, yeah.
I'll put that to good use.
He needs a little bit more dex. Not a ton, but does need some. This... What can I give him in the meantime? I don't think he can use this. Yeah. What does I'd love to just throw that at him. So boots and gloves. Boots and gloves. Boots and cats, boots and gloves. You can't use... They could use this, but that doesn't really matter. 76, 225. Does he have 225? He has 205. He does not. More for that, good grief. Okay. At least has attack speed, I guess, so I can just throw that on him. I guess I could just give him... Well, alright. What else does he have? Rite of Passage. Well, can't be frozen on that is actually kind of nice. Do these, either of these have can't be? No. Okay, so now just a weapon for him, I suppose. Can't wield that. So, I just give him Bone Snap for the hell of it. It's not very good right now at this point of the game. It's kind of late for Bone Snap, but not Gavel Pain. Well, no, that's gonna cast other things. I kind of don't want that. He doesn't have enough strength for this, otherwise I would. Plus, I don't have anything to give him 20 strength, right? Unless it's like a boot. Actually, what does this do? All res plus 19. What does the hat have that he has? 18 all res. Oh, but it does give 12 strength, so. Gives 9. Also gives cannot be frozen. Do these give more strength too? No, it does not. Let's put those there anyway. Ugh. Man, this wound up being far more annoying than I was hoping it would be. Oh, I could just give him this, I guess, right? I think he could, yeah, he could with this. There you go, man. Alright. We'll just have him use that. Hopefully that's enough damage. It should be enough damage, I imagine, to cut through those guys, but I'm just gonna have to hope. Want some mana potions too. Okay. Go. Yeah. I do think he probably won't really hold up against well, I mean, I don't really need him to hold up, I suppose, now that I think about it. He's already kind of done his job. Like, I basically literally just needed him to get through those guys, because I just could not. I mean, I could have realistically. It would have been painful, and it would have taken even longer. and I was just so not up for that kind of deal. There we go. Yeah, see, I knew as soon as I was like, as soon as we're done with these guys, the next like couple waves at the very least is just gonna absolutely pop. These guys too, yeah. These guys also can't. They're not. It's not like they're magic resistant or anything, so those guys indeed are also just gonna get absolutely destroyed. So it was literally just that guy. Too funny. All right, well let's bring it back regardless. I might still end up just keeping him around anyway. I don't think that other guy panned out as well as I wanted him to.
So this
As is?
fortune's good.
So I guess just having another. Oh right, I forgot.
My brothers will not have died in vain.
But yeah. The other guy was like pretty good, but he was basically just another version of me. Hey, what's up? Yeah, spin on him. Get him. If I do end up keeping this guy though, I should go back to my sorceress and take the Gore Riders that she has, or take the Gore Riders off for mercenaries because I had two Gore Riders. I just gave one to her merc, but. What the fuck am I even hitting? I just like not hitting him over there. I might just not. Thanks. Let's just get rid of the decoy. There. Let's throw the potions on my board. Hey, what's up, man? Get him, Sigmund. Yeah. Yeah. GG's.
They'll never doubt my skills.
Never doubt his skill.
Hello.
Hello. In 1602,
To good use.
1109, 2000.
I'll put that to good use. I'll put that to
Two.
good use.
I mean, this thing is just raw already better. It's not even very good too. But again, we did it. Patriarch, Cursey Pop. That's me. Slay your little Cursey Pop. Let's go. All right. Well, that was really fun.
Afternoon.
That was actually a lot of fun I had bringing this character through the game. Let's see. Let me put this away right quick. Go back there. Did its job. Had it sold it or served its purpose. Oh, actually, wait a second. I forgot I had this thing on. This thing better. Fire damage. Might just be better for.
I'll put that to good use.
Not necessarily. I could reasonably just corrupt it though. Why not? Bam. And more attack rating. Whatever. Bam. Go there. Alright, cool. Alrighty, and YouTube, hope you enjoyed as well. Just wrapped up stream. Hope you enjoyed the VOD. Like I said, overall, not bad on this character. Not bad at all. Made some really good progress today. I mean, obviously made great progress. We made it to the end game. So, next steps are basically just get the character the rest of the way geared. We have some big adjustments for sure that could be made. I will probably buy off screen. I will buy the shield, the Necromancer shield that I'm wanting. I don't know what I'm gonna do about chess piece yet, so we'll end up thinking about that and figure all that out later. Um, Amulet needs to be replaced. Boots are still pretty whatever. Night Smoke could be replaced for sure. We just need a belt that rolls cast speed and some resist. And then yeah, we're in a pretty decent spot. We'll make some upgrades to the Mercenary as well, but I do think we'll just stick with Battle Order Guy for the sake of it. And yeah, next VOD that I have for this character will be some actual end game pushing, and we'll see what happens. We'll see where we go with everything. So hope you enjoyed watching. Take care. I'll see you next time.